Welcome to the latest server review here at Taeo Server Trips. Today we're reviewing Gamer District, which is a Wrath 3.3.5a server. There's a little bit of things that are different here. First off, you can see the portal here. This is a portal to popular places. Now, it's free to port. All you have to do is vote on the site. You don't even have to close the game. You can just tab out, vote, tab back in, and use a server to go to any of these locations. It's really convenient. Um, you can find these at all the major capital cities. They're very obvious. All right, now as you look around, you can see in the corners here, the center, there are vendors. These are your donation point vendors. Now this one you can purchase gold for your donation points, and donation points are obviously for giving real money to the server to keep it going. And you can see for donation points, you can get a pretty good amount of gold. Now this one over here, this is your level boost vendor. Now whether you want to go just a level at a time or skip a certain amount of levels, you can do it right here. And it works very easily, very quickly. I did test this just like give a proper review. It works very smoothly. So if you really don't want to play through the levels, or you hit a couple levels you really don't like, you just skip them. Now as we run through the center here, you see there's another vendor right over here. Yep. And this is our mount vendor. Now for your donation points, you can pick up any mount that you're looking for. If you want that Rivendare mount, get it. You want the black Karaji battle tank from the Scepter of the Shifting Sands quest back to the opening on Karaj, you can get it here. All you do, spend your donation points, get yourself a mount. Now over here, this is the different one. This is your legendaries vendor. Any legendaries that were in the game, you can get here with donation points. From vanilla all the way through to what would be current content Wrath, you can pick these up. It's very convenient because not all the raids are highly active. They're all running, and people run them, but they're not always highly active. So for some of the ones you have to collect stuff, it's going to take you a large amount of time to collect them. So donate to the server to keep it running, get your donation points, come over, pick up your legendary, done. No muss, no fuss. Now over here in the center, this vendor is for your voting points. Now as you vote, you do get points that you can use toward what I like to call quality of life items, much like the fishing chair, things of that nature. They don't help you really in the game at all. They're just fun little item buffs here or there. Now as you look around, you can see all these other vendors, one for each class. Now these vendors also cost donation points, but these are your gear vendors. Now these vendors will sell you gear all the way up to T10. Now, personally, I feel this is kind of a pay-to-win situation because you can get the top-level gear, but, really that's only my opinion. But that's kind of the feeling I get whenever you end up where you can just purchase the top-end gear. Now, all of the gear emblem vendors are active, and the emblems drop in their appropriate raids, so you can upgrade the old-fashioned way. It's very doable. Now, as you can see, Dalaran looks like every Dalaran on any other server, including retail. Runs nice and smooth. Because it says Wrath, you do still get the Lagaran issue every now and then. But everything is normal, everything is where it should be. If you played retail back in the day and then stopped playing and came over here, you'd be able to find everything without any issues. There are a lot of people here on this server. This isn't really even a high point for the server as far as activity goes, but you can see there's quite a few people running around. Really, waiting in queues isn't too bad for dungeons. Um, Being able to get into a raid that's forming through the world chat pretty quick. Now, you can see here in Stormwind that Brewfest is going on. Now, all of the holidays are active, including the old school Dark Moon Fair. All the quests are active, all the holiday currency that they gave is also available, so you can purchase all the fun little things, like some of the Brewfest outfits and things of that nature. Now, as we head into the auction house here, let's pull this up. You can see the economy is a bit on the high side, but it is very active, which is great because the economy is not very active on some servers, so it's really nice. Now, as we run through Stormwind, you probably noticed that there's kind of bones everywhere. Now, there is very active world PvP, but a lot of it does happen in the capital cities on this server. Now, one nice experience I had during an attack on a city was here in Stormwind at level 30. I was flagged, and the Horde were just laying waste to everything. Now, I probably wasn't attacked because, first off, I wouldn't have given any honor, and second off, I wasn't attacking anybody. But I found that the server was really nice because a lot of them would run, a lot of the Horde that were attacking would run up to me, kind of stare at me like, what's this dude doing? And then run away. They'd go off and attack the NPCs or anybody that was attacking them. I never once got attacked, and I thought that was really kind of cool. Kind of said something about the community here. Now, one thing I want to get into here that's really nice is if you take a look at my gear, you can see the way I'm looking here. The gear I'm wearing looks nothing like what I am showing. Now, that's because the transmog system here is active, but it's a little bit different. First off, in order to use the transmog, you have to have a transmog token. Now, when you run the first random dungeon of a day, when you kill the boss, a roll automatically happens. When that roll is done, you'll either get a token or you won't. It's completely RNG. Now, it's one token per item, and it's used up, so you really have to plan your transmog. But it really kind of gives you an extra little flair. It's kind of fun. And you can see here, there's a lot of people outside Stormwind that are enjoying PvP. Like I said, it's very active. Real quick, I want to head over to Goldshire. Now, let's take a look. As we get in, you can see it's peaceful. There's no ERP going on. There's no craziness going on. Take a look upstairs. See, look, it's peaceful. It's quiet. Just like Goldshire should be. You never really end up finding any issues anywhere. It's really a nice server. Friendly, yes, but just not overly aggressive. All right, let's head to Ogremore. Now you can see it's not very busy inside Ogremore like we saw in some of the other cities, like Dalaran or even Stormwind. You always have people inside the auction houses as well as over in the banks. There are people here in the city. It's just not overly active. You can see the Brewfest vendors here, so as usual, it's always active. You see some few people in the bank, but again, it's just not as active on the Horde side. You can see the transmog vendor there, so the transmog guy is always easily accessible. Now let's go ahead and head outside. Oh, yep, another portal. See, every city, Horde, Alliance, doesn't matter. Oh, looks like they had a fight here recently. See, it's just, you get a lot of PvP in the capital cities. And you can see outside, everybody hangs outside. They're always looking for that next faction attack. Alright, so let's head over here. Oh, okay, I guess can't go through there. So, oh, floating banner. So let's head over here. And as we round the corner, you'll see that there's a fully functioning Brewfest going on here. It's not hugely it's not hugely active as far as a lot of people being here all the time. Like you end up getting on retail a lot. But during peak hours, you do get a rather large crowd here. So it's fun. Just being able to do any of the holidays on a private server is really a benefit because not all of them have the holidays active. You can see everything works great. The server is just like retail was. PvP is nicely balanced. The glyphs and talent trees are set up perfect and working perfectly. Badges, emblems, battleground, and arena gear is all attainable. Dailies all work. It's a very smooth server to play on. let's head over to the website. Alright, now when you get to the website, you see it's got a very simple login. Once you log in, you'll find that if you very first set up the account, you're not going to have a lot of stuff accessible. That's because you have to actually play in-game for 2 hours before all of this becomes accessible. So it's kind of a nice way to keep any spammers or people to just want to cause problems with the server. Kind of keeps them away. As you can see, they have a vote link really easy right there. Your voting points and donation points are very accessible. You can see them right away, including if you have any unread mail within the game. Now here, if I clicked on the voting points, you can see it brings up a list of the things that are available for your voting points. You have the same thing with the donation points. You can go through and organize them how you want, and you can purchase them here on the website, just like you can in-game. Now if you purchase them on the website, you'll receive the item within usually about a half an hour in your mailbox in-game. So depending on how you want to do it, either way works just fine. I've tried both ways and they work very smoothly. You can see that there are quite a few really nice things available through this system. So it's very nice. I like the way they have it set up. You can see there's quite a few things to go through here. And it's organized very well between the item, how much it costs, what to buy, and then once you click on buy, it takes you to a checkout screen just to verify that that's what you want and who you want it sent to, and then boom, it's sent to your mailbox. Okay, now you can see here, this is the transmog thing. Now the thing with transmogs is you have to actually turn them on the website. If you don't turn them on, you can't use the transmog, and people can't see your transmog. So there you go. It does have the recruiter friend. It works just like on retail. You get extra XP. You get to port to each other. You get all the normal benefits. Okay, you can see the other things that are available here. The armory is much like Wowhead, so you can see the different items. Extras shows you some of the events that are going on and where they're going to be going on, when they're going to be going on, like the different seasons for PvP, holidays, fishing tournaments, things of that nature, when the Dark Moon Fair is coming up and where you can find it. You can see it actually has a list of the people with the highest achievement points. So those that like achievement points, you got your competition laid out here in front of you. If we check out the information tab, this tells you about what's going on with the server, how the traffic is the last 24 hours, how many people are online, how many people Horde versus Alliance are online. You can see there's quite a few people online right now, and we haven't even hit peak yet, really. It's really kind of impressive how many people are actually on the server. You can see the rest of the breakdown as far as what the XP rates are, gold rates, drop rates, rested rates, pretty much any rates, including where the server is, what you can expect from the server. Everything is listed very nicely, very cleanly, and easy to understand. Now, one of my favorite parts about this server, not just that they have this stuff laid out, which is really nice, because some people like me, we like to know what to expect, where the server's at, what the stats of the server are. I like to know all the little details. But this here, as you can see, everything, with the exception of one arena, everything is fully functional and fully scripted. Now, I have run almost every single thing here just to test it. Some of them I didn't get into at proper level. I had to go back and check. But pretty much everything here, with the exception, like I said, with the exception of the one arena, is fully functional, fully scripted. So it's really nice because really aren't a lot of servers out there that make sure that everything is scripted. Some of them go, an expansion or two back from where they are. So that's the Gamer District 3.3.5a Wrath of the Lich King server. Overall, I'd give it very high marks for having such a high amount of content available to the player base. Any errors or issues that pop up on the server get solved very quickly. The in-game ticket system is fully functional and gets you a faster response than on the retail servers. The negatives I would give it will be the longer queue times due to more people being at max level. It does take a little longer to get into leveling dungeons. The donation points being able to be used to purchase top tier gear does give it a bit of a pay to win feel at times, but since it's not a must to be able to get into max level stuff with, say, a guild, it's not too bad. You can check them out for yourself at gamer-district.org. Now, I'm going to try to get a review up here every 7 to 10 days. That'll give me plenty of time to check out the server and give it a proper review for you guys. Now, if there's any questions I haven't covered, or you have a server that you'd like me to review, toss it down in the comments and I'll respond ASAP. Until then, this is Taeo, and I'm off to find another server to play on. Later.